Once, this sound ruled the world in 2007. If you owned a phone, chances are it was Nokia, not Apple, not Samsung, just Nokia. They controlled over 40% of the entire mobile market. Their value? Nearly $250 billion. They weren't competing. They were untouchably in them. They disappeared in just 6 years. The king of mobile phones collapsed, not because they couldn't win, but because they didn't understand the game had changed. The $250 billion mistake to understand the fall. We need to understand the dominance. In the late 90s and early 2000s, Nokia wasn't just a company. It was a symbol: reliability, durability, trust. They built phones that never broke, batteries that never died, and a brand that people never questioned. The 3310 indestructible Giant, 1101 of the best-selling phones in history, they are 95 years ahead of its time. They had everything: the best hardware, the biggest distribution network, and billions in profit. So how does a company like that lose everything? January 9th, 2007, a man walked on stage and quietly destroyed Nokia. The iPhone wasn't just a phone. It was a computer in your pocket on one side, buttons, menus, limitations on the other, touch, apps, infinite possibilities. And here's where Nokia made its biggest mistake. They thought this was just another phone. It was in single quotes. It was the future. Nokia didn't lose to Apple. They lost to something far more dangerous: their own success. This is called the success trap. When you're winning so hard, you stop questioning yourself. And Nokia was making billions selling simple phones. So why change? Why risk it? Inside the company, fear took over. Executives knew the truth: their software, Symbian, was outdated. But no one wanted to say it out loud, because in a company that big, telling the truth can cost you your career. So instead of fixing the problem, they ignored it. While Nokia hesitated, Google launched Android, a free, flexible system that any manufacturer could use. And just like that, the market shifted. Nokia panicked, and in 2011, they made a desperate decision. They partnered with Microsoft, but it was already too late. Developers had chosen Android. Consumers had chosen iPhone, Windows Phone. It never stood a chance. In 2013, the company, once worth $250 billion, was sold for just $7.2 billion, a 97% collapse in value, one of the biggest downfalls in business history. We didn't do anything wrong, but somehow we lost. But the truth is, they didn't do anything new. Nokia's story isn't about phones, it's about change. In business, standing still is the fastest way to fall. Behind, innovation isn't optional, it's survival. The market doesn't care how big you are, only how fast you adapt. History is full of giants who thought they were untouchable, until they weren't. If you want to stay ahead, you don't just study successes, study failure. Subscribe to ChronoCapital, because we decode the past to help you in the future. This was the rise and fall of Nokia. See you in the next one.